Soludo, CFR, Mr. Solution.
A milestone moment along the journey that began in earnest a year ago with the launch of the 1Youth 2Skill entrepreneurship scheme by Anambra, Atiku working solution provider, Mr. Governor Professor Soludo. As a matter of fact, the origins of what we have gathered can be traced back last year. It is on record that so far back as 3 days the surely cities that preceded Mr. Governor's election of the highest office, he had expressed his concern at the rate of youth unemployment among the Anambra and promised to set up avenues for these productive employment that will teach you people how to fish rather than giving you fish. True to his word, Mr. Governor, get the task of tackling youth unemployment, the necessary focus and urgency deserves. That gave rise to this 1Youth 2Skill entrepreneurship scheme, which kicked off in October 2022. Today we are gathered to graduate the first batch of 5,000 youths, which are now equipped with vocational, technical, entrepreneurial and managerial skills, which most of them do not have at all barely a year ago. I quote one of the participants and one of the idiots say, even though I'm not giving this finance, what I've learned during the intermediate skill training that is enough for me, unquote. This is a remarkable feat, not only in the annals of Anambra State. This is the first of its kind in Nigeria. The state that has this similar program is Delta State. But I can beat my chest, and the governor, Anambra can beat their chest, that this is the structured entrepreneurship program in Nigeria. For a program of this scale and ambition, it was imperative that the Anambra State government collaborate with organizations that have extensive knowledge and experience in entrepreneurship and business management training. Such organizations also have verifiable track records in training high-flying entrepreneurs, managers, and business owners. Simply put, the kind of training we desire for our youth was world class with local flavor. Sometimes we use our local languages to teach them. They were exposed to a lot of local business cases. So the pedagogy was very, very fun. Given the array of experienced faculty comprised of senior academics and seasoned industrial professionals, his emphasis on the use of modern pedagogical methods and his extensive experience organizing and facilitating similar capacity building initiatives for young people. Unison Business School was chosen to collaborate with Anambra State in executing this program and to serve as the hub for selecting and training EDI. These EDIs were trained and screened without any bias. And 22 of them were selected from the industry and academy. As the deputy director of the Unison Business School, I stand here proudly and humbly to recognize and appreciate the management of Anambra University, our youth-friendly vice chancellor, for giving us the support, all the necessary support. He was there at the beginning. During the training of the EDI, he was there. He gave us all the support, all the facilities to make sure that this program is in reality. These are the youth, the trainees and the master trainers. They have been properly trained. They have been properly exposed to the rigors. The EDIs are here from industry and academia. What we have transferred to them. Thank you and God bless.
So, now it is time to listen to
the Youth Development Initiative of Mr. Governor Professor Soludo, CFR. A massive economic advancement of Anambra youth, human capital development falls within the cardinal objective of the present administration. And our governor always says the greatest asset Anambra has is human resource. Hence, potential must be explored and maximized. 1Youth 2Skill solution is a systematic approach to youth development, which comprises of 5 key stages: apprenticeship, entrepreneurship, cooperative society formation, business financing, and 1-year mentoring. The program is an amplified apprenticeship model, whereby youth are sent to business owners to be trained in both skills and businesses with a uniform course content and timeline. The key target is to be raising 1,000 youth millionaires annually and to make Anambra State the skill hub of West African sub-region. 1Youth 2Skill solution was designed to redefine youth empowerment program from immediate consumption to more productive, innovative, and impactful program through community-based approach. For the first time in the history of the state, youth empowerment is being taken to the grassroots with a well-designed process. Now the youth are being trained with the standard course content and timeline that lasts up to 7 months, unlike the usual way of training youth inside hall within 2 weeks at state capital. Our destination is job and quality jobs in Liverpool and prosperous homeland. Under pilot phase 1Youth 2Skill, the Ministry of Youth Development trained over 6,000 youths in 21 different skill areas, which includes agriculture, ICT, solar power engineering, etc., using marginal elimination principle. We dropped to 5,000 only based on attendance and performance. These 5,000 successful beneficiaries across the states under Homoboy, startup, existing businesses, the impact already being felt as some trainees are presently earning income in the skills they learned, while the master trainers are expanding in areas of workforce, customer base, and base assets. It is interesting to note that these delicious refreshments we are taking in this ceremony were produced by the confectionery and catering department of 1Youth 2Skill. In addition to these, over 60% of 1Youth 2Skill t-shirts we are produced by 1Youth 2Skill designers. This is in line with the governor's local content policy. It is unfortunate that over 70% of our basic needs, especially clothing, presently comes from outside the country. Our target is to cut down these drastically by turning Anambra into a fashion hub using our new entrepreneurs in clothing and fashion. We are also moving further to solve problems in the basic needs of food with the introduction of youth to agriculture schemes, whiters as category in 1Youth 2Skill program. Through 1Youth 2Skill program, we can be able to provide the bulk of food and clothing needs as well as other services from the Anambra. For this to be actualized bigger, government at all levels have to play a key role as off-figures, while the private sector encourages young entrepreneurs through petroleum, so that in the Anambra we will use what we produce and produce what we use. 1Youth 2Skill entrepreneurship scheme, the entrepreneurship scheme of the program is being handled by UNICEF Business Schools. UPS engaged entrepreneurship skill development institutes, EDI, approving policy which include ITF, IBK, Center for Entrepreneurship Development, Federal Polytechnic, also etc. A uniform and standard curriculum was also developed by UNICEF Business Schools and is now being used for the entrepreneurial studies. Part of the training also includes online entrepreneurship program, especially on Homoboy in the various markets. Registration of 1Youth 2Skill Cooperative Society in line with the manifesto of Mr. Governor. The trainees who were successful in the EDI program had already been subdivided into cooperatives of minimum of 10 persons each. The master trainer served as the leader of the various cooperatives for better management, leadership, and mentoring, apart from ease of administration, which the cooperative formation offers. It also helped in creation of business cluster. The cooperative also served as network linking members together for easier access to funds, loans, security, and business expansion. Immediately after the business financing stage of the pilot phase, the batch 2 of 1Youth 2Skill will commence. We have already concluded the data collection in which over 150,000 youth across the state registered. We also received over 6,000 applications from expert trainers and educational institutes in 55 skill areas that will be offered under the major categories of general courses, Anambra tribe and youth to agriculture scheme wider. This phase will be massive with a lot of improvements on the operation, techniques, and handling of all aspects of the project. The introduction of writers will put 1Youth 2Skill on higher pedestal. To launch the revolution, to take the youth to the next level of massive economic revolution. There is huge success already, and and we must thank Mr. Governor, Professor Atiku Soludo, CFA, the Solution Master, the Youth Friendly Governor, the Youth World Marshal, the man with great vision. Mr. Brown, we thank you. I want also to thank all members of ANSEC and 1Youth 2Skill and ANSEC committee, every led by Mr. Deputy Governor, Dr. Atiku. Thank you, Nestle, for the support. Thank our brother, inspired youth, Dr. Nestle. Thank the inspired innovation team will call you. Thank you, Nestle, for your support. And the Partnership Development Institute, EDI, under UNIC Business School, we appreciate you all. We also acknowledge the strategy evaluation and execution team for all assistance given to the ministry to ensure better outcomes. Let me also thank the chairman of every single local government who coordinates other local governments for the projects, volunteers, and indeed all who contributed to the success of this pilot phase. Finally, let me reassure everyone here that in the next 2 years, these new entrepreneurs will become employers of labor. Anambra will be a line of driving SME and smart young entrepreneurs, as well as the skill hub of West African sub-region. That is the vision of Mr. Governor. It is achievable and we shall achieve it. We are making progress and we are moving. The solution is here. Thank you. Thank you.
1Youth 2Skill. Solution is here. Solution is here. Thank you. The Deputy Governor, the Commissioner for Youth Development. Your youthfulness is a new dawn in Anambra. We're on a journey. So we want to build a smart youth for that next Anambra of our dream. We're on a journey. We're on that journey and we're very intentional and deliberate about it. Today marks a very important milestone. Human capital, as we've said always, is our greatest resource. We're not, there's some trickles of oil somewhere, but that's not our resource. We'll have some solid minerals. That's not our major resource. We don't even have land. We have the smallest landmass after lakes. And so that can be our resource. Agriculture has got potential, but not very much, because we haven't got the land. But smart agriculture, obviously we've got potential there. You look in various other ways, we realize that our greatest resource as a people, as a state, happen to be our human capital. And our youth happen to be the bridge to the future. Our youth, you are the bridge to the future. You are the bridge to the future. And the duty of government is to ensure that our youth, our children, these constitute our present and our future. We ensure that you have the enablement, the skills, the knowledge, to be able to conquer today and conquer tomorrow, and lay the foundations for that livable and prosperous homeland of our dream. Today, we have come on that journey. It's a very important milestone. Today is the graduation ceremony of 5,000 youths through a rigorous program of 1Youth 2Skill journey, which the training, the component, the skill set and knowledge that you have acquired make this particular program distinctively uniquely Anambra brand. Here we are very intentional about our human development. Very, very intentional. is it that from foundation is education. And for our educational system, we're very deliberate. It truly ensures that we provide access to qualitative education for all, not for a few or not for some, but for all. And in this journey, we evaluate our success by the success of the weakest in the society. And therefore, when we say that we are committed to providing, which is the duty of government, to provide education for its citizens, we are intentional to ensure, true to our motto, the motto of our party, the All Progressive Grand Alliance, which is the foremost progressive party in Nigeria, to leave no one behind, that the system is as strong as the weakest link. And our public education system happens to be the weakest link in the chain of the educational system, not just across the country, but also here in Anambra. And we're deliberate now in rebuilding not just the infrastructure, with a target to moving our schools to become smart schools in terms of the infrastructure and the technology deployment, but also in ensuring that to leave no one behind. In all our public school system today, we are ensuring that children from pre-nursery, nursery, primary, up to JSS 3, that they pay zero, not one kobo. Not one kobo in our public schools. Not one kobo in our public schools. No exam fee, this one levy, the other one levy, the other one levy. The poor. Here, our target is not just to let the poor breathe. We want the poor to rise up and walk and run. That is our target. The children of the poor must be given opportunity. The difference between the children of the poor and the children of the rich is simply opportunity. And here we are determined to give the children of the poor the same opportunities that the children of the rich. By giving them qualitative education that is available to the children of the rich. That way, we build a ladder of opportunity for the future. And that is where we begin, the foundation, education. And then by that policy as well, we'll put back into the pockets of people in these hard times. Millions and hundreds of millions and billions back in the pockets of poor parents instead of paying these fees and so on. And we are still coming. We are still coming. By next year, we will enroll on unfold several other programs to continue to strengthen this. We leave no one behind. Because you are the future. You are the present. Healthy living is another key one, where we're now investing greatly in our healthcare sector. And of course, to make do with our means, not just to talk about qualitative education, just a second on that. We've ensured and made sure that we end the era of schools without teachers. And that is why, so on record, within the first 9 months of assumption of office, we started by recruiting 5,000 teachers to put in our schools. And now, we are now in the process of recruiting additional 3,000, all for our public schools. You can have blocks, you can have fanciful buildings, you have all the technology in the world. If you don't have teachers, there is no school. On health, we've also to end the era of hospitals without doctors and consultants and pharmacists and paramedicals and so on and so forth. We've already, in the first instance, we recruited about 400 and something of them last year. Now we're recruiting over 500 in all the primary health centers in Anambra. 326 wards. We're now linking, we're building the health centers Just at our last expo, we are having solar to power all the health centers, primary health centers in the state, and then equipping them and recruiting personnel. And yes, we are mainstreaming telemedicine. Telemedicine that once you can get to the primary health center in a ward, you have access to a doctor. We must ensure a healthy population, healthy children, healthy youth. Currently, the latest statistics that we have seen, the efforts are beginning to yield fruits. Anambra State is second only to Lagos State in terms of child mortality, the lowest in the country. Our primary healthcare centers going to be the model. We have for KK drivers and all those bus drivers and so on and so forth, covering them with health insurance. So when you get sick, when you have accidents, you can walk into our hospital and be treated. And of course, as part of our agenda, leaving no one behind. For the poor woman get pregnant and they're battling with antenatal services, or even delivery cost of delivery, child delivery in private hospitals and some other hospitals. We now have a deliberate policy, state policy, that for antenatal services and for child delivery in all public hospitals, it shall be free of charge. That please, the fact that it is free doesn't mean you now start breeding children like that. Who went to a private hospital and was told she was going to deliver her baby through cesarean operation, and the poor husband and herself were wondering how they were going to pay the bill. We were calling on relations and trying to raise some money to keep in readiness for delivery, until the policy was announced, and they went to a government hospital to try and check if it is true. Because people, citizens don't believe government. I mean, government has lost trust. They think it won't work. And then she delivered there also through cesarean. And when it was time for her to go, and they told her, no, you can now go. And she was still waiting for the big thing to come. Said she couldn't believe it. She said, no, it is not true. Because she was still waiting, there must be something added to it. But now we are rebuilding our places, building several brand new general hospitals in the local government that didn't have them. In the local government that never had general hospitals. 4 local governments in Anambra North Senatorial Zone, Okoko in Owaru, would have more than 500,000 residents. No public hospital service. We're now building a general hospital at home. We're building a general hospital in Onitsha South local government. And one is being built at Fege. Now in Ayamelo, they used to have one long ago, but that was overgrown, not by weeds, by almost a forest. But that is now, and I'm sure in the next 12 months, they will have their brand new general hospital. Anambra West local government never had one, but they will have one. And then the other general hospitals are being refurbished and put, to maximum use and being upgraded. That's part of our human capital development. We are mainstreaming the sports economy. Our youth will be back. Anambra's football club has been born. And we are now going back to grassroots sports, from schools to communities, and we are scaling that up to the states. Unemployment. I spoke about the teachers, 800 now recruited, and of course, with the teachers, about 8,000 by the time we finish with the latest wave of recruitment. And then over 3,000 now people in, Versailles security agencies and helping them. And by the way, while I am on this issue, I think the police force has advertised for recruitment into the police force. And from the people who have indicated interest so far, Anambra seems to be the lowest in the country, meaning that our people have not shown interest. It's either people are not aware or that our people are not interested. But I want to believe that people are not aware. So those who want to go, pass on the message around for those who may be interested, because Anambra is the least now. So we don't start crying marginalization after the recruitment is finished. Now, the big one, which is our palm and coconut revolution. Our palm and coconut revolution, where we are deliberately, not just trying to reinvent the Michael Opera, M.I. Opera's revolution in the late 50s and 60s. We are deliberate. We have distributed about 1.1 billion seedlings, hybrid seedlings of coconut and palm. Next year we'll have another 1 million. In upper year 1 million. Every year we'll be distributing 1 million each year. And this is, we have a target. Any poor household that gets 10 seedlings of a combination of either coconut or palm or a combination of both. A poor household that gets 10 of this, when they start fruiting in 4 or 5 years, that household will be permanently out of poverty. They will be millionaires in terms of their income per annum. And that is our way of creating. Our target is to create at least 500,000, 500,000 millionaires out of that. We're not just giving people fish. We want to give them, teach them how to do what. So that a vulcanizer, a petty trader, a hawker, the woman selling stuff, pepper, with capital 2,000 naira or less, who gets 10 seedlings and they start fruiting, can at least in today's naira, will be certain to be making in today's naira a minimum of about 2.4 million or so per annum on annual basis. And now a new industrial setup will come up to start processing several of these for both local consumption and export. And more thousands and thousands will be employed and will earn income. We are very intentional. We are trying to teach our people, our youth. As they say it in Igbo, in a way never done before. And in a very sustainable way. By giving them, teaching them how to fish. Stomach infrastructure, not to give you food today and you'll be hungry tomorrow. We want to make sure we teach you that you can eat today and eat tomorrow and eat for the rest of your life. One of the major areas, and that is for those who have gone through, you finished your education. You've done your primary or secondary or university, whatever the case may be, but you are interested in taking your destiny in your own hands. You are interested in acquiring the basic skills and knowledge. Not just the skills to do it, but also the knowledge to run a business. And this we've done now for about 9 to 12 months. Through a unique training process, the apprenticeship system. Reinventing the Igbo apprenticeship system. And today, we have come to graduate in the first set of cohort, about 5,000 youth. And our purpose in this was to raise smart entrepreneurs who possess 2 skills. The first is practical knowledge required to either produce or manufacture their products or deliver their services effectively. And the second one, the entrepreneurial skills required to build a business. Our goal with this program is to transform Anambra State into the biggest scale hub in sub-Saharan Africa, where a great percentage of our youth will have employable and exportable skills. I am proud that about 5,000 of you have successfully passed through this program. This is your graduation, and we're here to celebrate you all. I want to present you all. Really a great pleasure seeing all of you. And I'm quite very excited when I walked into this hall and see you all in this graduation gown. As I look in your faces, and in your faces I could see the future millionaires and billionaires. Which have corrected the most impactful enterprise development model in the world. The beneficiaries, you've gone through rigorous training program. After the selection, you were sent to stock shops of experienced business owners for effective transfer of skills. You were trained in real business environments, which allowed you to acquire vocational skills in addition to learning the business itself. The second stage of the training is the entrepreneurial studies. This was designed to help you acquire proper and structured entrepreneurship training. And you learn how to earn in a sustainable manner. The entrepreneurship scheme was facilitated by Unizik Business School in affiliation to Standard Entrepreneurship Development Institute, EDI, around the state. I appreciate the management of Anambra University for your collaboration, and we'll look forward to greater collaboration in the future. The third stage, obviously, involved the formation of cooperatives. The successful trainees were grouped into the cooperative for business development and sustainability. This also ensures ease of administration, mentoring, monitoring, and evaluation. Today, your graduation day, we're into the fourth stage, which is about business financing. We will talk about yes, solution is we will further empower the successful trainees with reasonable seed capital to start a business with the skills they have acquired from this program. We are hopeful that they will make judicious use of this fund to build a business that can also create jobs. It is about jobs. To ensure a higher success rate, we have the fifth stage, which is 1 year of mentorship program. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And that's why we tell the youth everywhere. We tell the youth everywhere who are flocking and flooding into Anambra. You come, you take advantage of the opportunities that we're offering you as a progressive government. You know, those who have children, you go to a hospital and get treated, go to a primary health center, get treatment, and so on. Then send your children to school, take care of those, and so on and so forth. While we provide all of this, we ask them to be responsible. In the Anambra, we are the people of enterprise. We are not. That is not Anambra. That's not who we are. If you find those of them in the bush and so on are trying to engage in kidnapping and whatever, I'm sure there is, with those people, I can almost bet that there is no Anambra blood flowing in their veins. Not in Anambra. That is not who we are. Anywhere young people are encouraged to explore and maximize their potential. Anambra State has the smallest landmass, as I said before, after Lagos. While Lagos is expanding by reclaiming the ocean, we are shrinking because of gully erosion. Anambra is the gully erosion capital of the world. We don't have much land, but the little we have, we will put to use. So our greatest resource, as I said before, is human capital. And we are intentionally developing this human capital skills, and our goal is to have human capital that is productive at home, but also exportable abroad. So, the other programs are designed to build the formidable human capital. I've enumerated quite a number of them. But I just want to talk about one more. One more of that is that we've just established the Solution Innovation District, SID. Well, we have already empowered about 20,000 in the Anambra youth with digital skills. Further upskilling on deep technological skills through Code Anambra program is ongoing as we speak. And we're in partnership with some other companies and private individuals who are providing these skills. For the Code Anambra, if you were to go out there to wonder the content of the program, you will probably be paying no less than 100,000 as fees. But with our partners, they are actually offering this to the hundreds of them now that are undergoing the program free of any fee or so. Anambra will have a business incubation program to raise startups and tech-enabled entrepreneurs through this SID, the Solution Innovation District. Many of you starting your business today will leverage the program to learn how to scale your businesses with technology. With SID, our vision is to build the Silicon Valley of Africa here in Anambra State. And we have already designated a whole zone that will become that district in some years to come. And we are very intentional about this. With the right talents, community, environment, and so on for you to try. In addition, we have the school and community sports programs, as I've mentioned before, and several other programs. Of course, you have the healthy living with Soludo. Is that so? And those who join us in our regular Saturday exploit there in the stadium. That's with the youths. I don't know how many of you have participated. You were busy with your skill acquisition program. Maybe some of you will start joining us on our regular Saturday physical exercise. I mean, you can only get out there if you are in a healthy mind. Furthermore, we are creating the right kind of environment that attracts people. Everything we are doing, whether we're building the over 400 kilometers of roads in a year and 6 months, hammering every part of the state, or whether we are doing the clean and green, sustainable Anambra, or whether we are tackling crime and getting touts out of the streets, and tackling insecurity, and so on and so forth. It is all to create this conducive business environment. And guess what? Anambra is on the rise. On the ease of doing business, we are working very hard. We are working very, very hard. Before, it used to take more than 6 months, 1 year, 2 years to exchange and get certificate of occupancy on land or to transfer title from one person to the other. Today in Anambra, you can do that in a few days. Less than a week, you can get it. Take that first bold step for you to be successful. You started small, started now, or thinking big. There is a common principle of entrepreneurship. We've given you the skills. Some say that even the skills will be enough, but we're not stopping there. We're now to give you some startup funds. And I will tell you this, to succeed, in spite of all the odds. Some are going to give excuses why it failed. But I can tell you, several of you, and I know most of you, if not all of you, will be able to come back to us. Okay? Are you all going to succeed? Are you all going to succeed? I'm sure that in a few years' time, employers of labor, when you will be counting in billions, you need to work hard and put the discipline required to succeed. Have a mindset to sow before you reap. We will continue to support you. It will not be an easy task. So we will assist you with free business mentoring service for the next 1 year of your business operation after business financing scheme. We'll continue. I'm quite convinced that in the next 2 years we will have become giant employers of labor, as I've said. And once more, appreciate the master trainers. The master trainers. Are some of you here? Okay. The master trainers will appreciate you. The Unity Business School and all the EDIs will appreciate you. And the 1Youth 2Skill solution, just like every other project we have in the state, is open to public, private, and community partnerships. Our model of development is what we call the PCPP, the Public Community Private Partnership. It is worth investing in, and we call on the Anambra and all lovers of the Anambra, our development partners, to join hands with us. Foundations, NGOs, who love our youth, who want to give a life, even if you can't mentor or help to finance 1,000 or 100 or 10, help somebody or contribute to helping just one. If we all take it one by one, Mother Teresa once said, if you can't change the world, start with yourself. So, let's do something today to enable somebody stand on his or her feet, and then we will have laid the foundation for the greater tomorrow of our dream. Welcome continuous partnership to create a harmonious society, a prosperous society, and a livable homeland, which will be a destination rather than a departure lounge. Soon, we'll be here again to flag off the second batch of the 1Youth 2Skill. That is why we are calling on everyone who wants to contribute. We now have a model. We are going to tweak it. Each year is going to get better and better and better. And just to say, while I say congratulations to you, it remains for me while praying for you, and to say we have a state with a dream, we have an agenda with a deadline. And our dream is to build that state that becomes the preferred destination for people to live, to work, to invest, to learn, and to relax and enjoy. This is our dream. And the cohort, the first set of these graduates of this enhanced apprenticeship form a model of skill acquisition that is uniquely ours. This is your first time. As I look into your eyes, as I said sometime a few minutes ago, the 5,000 of you, you go into the world, and in the next few years, I can see some of you employing 2, 3, 10, 20, 50, 100, 1,000, and so on and so forth. And from here, we expect to see the millionaires and billionaires, and why not trillionaires? Why not you? Are you the one to be the first billionaire or trillionaire? Who is the one? Who is the one?
Look here.
I want you to pay attention. Are you listening? Remember, you are our today and our tomorrow. And I tell you what is different from this. We have structured financing for you. Two forms of financing for you. Are you listening? Now that you have formed yourself into cooperatives, about 10 or thereabout, that cooperative is a very, very powerful platform. It's platform for mentorship, it's platform for monitoring, it's platform for evaluation, and so on and so forth. But very importantly also, if you, and the course of what we do, we have two parts. One is what we might call seed grant, seed capital. Several of you have learned all manner of skills. Some have learned, for example, tailoring. Okay? For example. And but what we are going to give you, they have graduated it all. I mean, this person is getting, it's all hundreds of thousands each of you. But what we are giving you will at least be able to buy the equipment or the machine or whatever for you to start. In addition to that, because as you begin, some of you will be needing what you call debt. It's called equity and debt. Now we're providing the equity, the seed capital for you to start. Now, for those of you who might then want to scale up your business very fast, okay, we are putting in special funding aside. That special funding, you can now go to, not to a commercial bank, because if you go to a commercial bank, then you pay the kind of high interest rates, okay? And before they will then process it and so on, you go through quite a very rigorous. We have what we call the Anambra Small Business Agency, okay? The managing director of the Anambra Small Business Agency is here, and we'll be able to organize. If you now need loan, I think you'll have that up the maximum of okay, you'll have up the maximum of 5 million. That you can now go to take from the small business agency. You know, you want to scale up very quickly. It's what the one that was giving you, buy your equipment, buy this, and you still need more money to scale up. Then you approach the Anambra Small Business Agency to scale. You see, we are determined to make sure that you succeed. It's not just doing this, we're giving you 500,000, I'm giving you 300,000, I'm giving you 400,000 or whatever, and then we go home. No, we want to ensure that you do what? You succeed. Success is the one. The one that one way we distributing, the list is already compiled. What each of you will get is already compiled. I'm sure they will be communicated to you from next week. You now go to the local government, is that secretariat? The secretariat of the local government to make your checks. Because this credit is different. The way we design it is such that it gets to every local government, every community has somebody. See, when we are distributing the bank siblings, we are using the kindred system to distribute it. But we're on Anambra, the coconut and Papa everywhere guy gets wherever our training. We're now going to be getting people from Opunna and so on to participate. That way we ensure that you get down to everyone. This one this short grant, we are making available this first tranche of it. The grant is at a value of 2 billion. Each of you will now get, depending on the grade that you have learned. Some grades have more, some grades have less, depending on what is required to start off that particular grade. Are you getting it? So, they will tell you what dates that you start going to the local government. But let me tell you, I noticed one thing. Did you notice something about the 4 persons they brought up here to receive their certificate? Did you notice something? I'm just telling you something that is becoming something that is uniquely Anambra. Uniquely Anambra. The Anambra, in Anambra, in many parts of the world, in many parts of Africa, they are worried about the girl child. They are worried about the woman left out of school or whatever. Now in Anambra, we are worried about the boy child. We are worried about the boy child. Now, even if you look at the 4 or 5 persons they brought out for graduation, you can see the way the only young man there, he is so lonely. There is a lot there, surrounded by our very vibrant and energetic enterprising women. And in our civil service, I'm sure over 60% of them are women. Then you get into the entrepreneurial class, you get to our market, you get to all our places. You see being a growing and dominant member of proportionately women that are dominating the place as entrepreneurs, creating jobs and putting food on the table. I am so happy that when I look at the graduates here, I think just, and I don't have the data, they are here. You are there. Thank you very much, and I want you very much.
Solution is here in Anambra State. I must compensate because it's not easy to empower the youth people. It's not easy for we, the physically challenged people, to be among the empowerment. But I want to say that, His Excellency, we promise you that this particular space that you put in us, we the physically challenged, we are not going to disappoint you. And I also know that we are going to be a greater people tomorrow. So also empower our fellow disability people outside there. And I pray that we will continue to get that protection in Jesus' name.
1Youth